Okay, can everybody hear me okay? Producer, do I need to go to? What? Okay. Quit. Producer. Manager. Doing. Edit. Video. I need to pull up my chat on here. Multi-stream. YouTube chat. And then I need to put my TikTok on my phone. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the stream. Boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Here we go. Let's go, let's go, let's go. We're playing Streets on Escape from Tarkov. Get my headset dying. Gonna go look for some PvP. Where's the door open? I feel like yeah, my frame's a little low on street right now, 65. No, I don't think I really brought painkillers in either, did I? No, not really. Jab over there, I'm not worried about him. You know, I need to actually go this way. No, I don't feel like my YouTube is working right. Hold on, chat. Inch. Last full-time stream. Good luck, brother. Hey, I appreciate you, brother. There we go. Now the chat's coming up, right? Where the hell is everybody?
Капец тебе служит!
No one's on streets, and I gotta kill 50 PMCs. They're running up on me right now. Keep the tank filled up, right? Does my audio sound okay for you guys? My frames are just not doing so hot. Oh shit! Gonna shoot me through the windows. I might reset if I can't find any players, man. I'm on auto servers. Like I feel like I should be running into people. I'll just fill up my bag and dip, I guess. I didn't bring my keys. I'm trying to not loot, and I'm trying to go after the PvP, but it's kind of hard when no one's even here. So, someone looted? No, no one's looted here. I lied. I thought someone looted here. Well, may as well make some money, fill up the bag, and get out. Reset. Alright. Grab that juice on my way back out. Alright. Dead road. There's someone's hiding somewhere. Let's go reset. A little bit of money out of that. Hope I have stop screen based on my spawn point. I do. You go check over here. Let's go check over here and see if there ain't anybody around, and then we'll go.
Вон он, упырь! Нехороший вы, блядь, человек.
Guy running off to my left, but may have been a scav. Super lightweight. You got a body. Scav? That's your body. Another body. What's going on down here? Another. Oh my god, dude. That's a PMC. Okay, let's get out of here. Oh, I didn't bring my keys. Why did I not bring my keys, chat? How do I get out of here now? We're over right here, right? There it is. Holy shit! What the hell? No audio at all. What the hell is that? Well, we're gonna hit the collapse screen and get out of here. Yeah, I gotta run into players, bro. I need to get the kills. The invisible players is because people's computers, man. They can't handle the you know, the memory leak. Some people are exploiting that. Oh. Ooh, this may have been a player scav. Oh, this was a player scav. What the hell? Standing out here in the open, don't mind me. Oh, damn! Fill the rest of my bag up with junk and get out. Another body. So someone was here and they cleared stuff out and they got the hell out of here. Danger, it's because of the memory leak. I'm saying people's computers can't handle the memory leak. You not getting what I'm saying? It's the memory leak. That's why it's having the issues. It's because the computers can't handle the memory leak, not the memory that the game requires. The game has a massive memory leak. You know what's happening is people aren't rendering in. Loot is not rendering in. It's been like this for a long time. It's just really accentuates on streets. You know what I mean? The other day I was on interchange with a buddy of mine who also has a really well built computer, and Killa was not visible to him. Like I actually killed Killa, and then he's like, "Who the hell did you kill?" And I'm like, "That's Killa." He's like, "Where?" He's like, "The body's not even there." Like it's the AI too. Sometimes I get killed by AI. They don't exist. They're not there on my screen. You know. Even teammates, right? Like they just don't appear. They really need to fix it. Yeah, like you said, they really need to fix it, man. It's horrible. I think the memory leak is going to be linked to however the cheaters are getting access to their updates too, personally. I also feel like this game profits off the cheaters, so, but not to get into a conspiracy or anything. Well, it's going to make it really difficult for me to finish the Lightkeeper task if no one's going to be there, you know? I mean, that's auto servers too. Like, I should be running as somebody, right? Like, sheesh. You tell me nobody in the world, even in Russia, is playing? Like, come on. You know what I mean? Like, what is that? I guess I need to bring my street skis so I can at least loot. Need a bigger backpack? Copper? Who has the barter I'm looking for? That's copper. Gasoline. Well, I'll try one more, and if I can't run into anybody, then I'll just go run interchange. I think it might have been the time of day I was running in at too. No, it has to be 50 PMCs on streets. My last lightkeeper task. What up, Casito? Yeah, I appreciate you, Nicasito. They've been alright. They've been alright, man. Yeah, Nicasito, I'll try to still go live now and then. It just won't be, you know. I might not even. I might just tear down my whole setup and sell all my gear. I haven't decided yet. I can't make even a fraction of what I paid for it, so there's not really much of a point, you know, but I can't mentally handle working a job and doing this. It takes way too many resources and to deal with all the toxicity and all the drama. It takes too much of a toll on me. You know, for me, I can't. If I'm gonna play an hour or two, I'd rather just not play. I need to be able to play 4, 5, 6 hours, or I don't feel like I've even gotten. I don't feel satisfied. I don't feel like I played. You know what I mean? So it's like for me, I just. And then playing 1 day a week, it's gonna be basically my whole week dreading the week, and then going and play on the weekends, and I'm gonna live for the weekends. It's like, no, I'll just change my lifestyle. You know, I don't know that I'll even. I might find something I can play that doesn't take an investment of time. You know what I mean? Like some trivial game, or maybe I just game with my kids, or I don't know. But there's no way I can balance gaming and working full time because I've done it in the years past, and it's just emotionally crippled me, man. It just- So for me, I think, yeah, I don't know, man. I've got to come up with the money somehow, right? So the hardest part is I might have to find a job that's like somewhere away from my family to make enough money because I'm not gonna go work for shit wages. It's just not gonna happen, you know. Just probably got to work somewhere, you know. No, I won't be able to do 3 nights a week for like 4 hours. It won't work. I have a wife and 4 kids. If I work a job, there's no way I'm going to spend time 4 hours a night playing a video game. It won't happen. It'll just be like 1 hour here, 2 hours there, just to keep up with people and say hi and see how people's lives are going, and then get the hell off. You know. I did that for years, and it cost me my marriage chaotic. I'd come home, I'd play video games every night, or even a few nights a week, or try to do it on a weekend. It just took such a toll on my marriage. You gotta have time for self-development. You've gotta have time for self-maintenance. You've gotta work out. You've gotta do things for yourself. You just don't have time to play video games with a game like this successfully without robbing resources from someone else. You know what I mean? Like, someone else has to carry you. Unless you're just naturally insane at video games. Me, I'm not. If I take days off, I play like trash. If I'm tired, I play like trash. So for me, I wouldn't be able to play a video game like this after work. I'm just gonna play like dog shit, you know? I'd have to find something like Call of Duty where I don't give a fuck if I die, you know? And for me, Call of Duty just doesn't get views. You know what I mean? I appreciate the idea, Chaotic. It just won't work for me with my kids, man. Not if I want to be any kind of a parent at all, or husband or dad, you know? And my wife's offered to go to work, but I'm not willing to let her go to work for garbage wages, you know? And I'm not willing to, like, the amount of this stuff that she does for this family at home, like, I'm not willing to give that up for what they're gonna pay her. You know, it's just not worth it. And the amount of stress that it's going to provide from trying to make people happy to make a wage is just, you know, I'm not willing to let her go to work unless, like, I would have to be on my deathbed for her to, like, for me to be okay with her getting a job, you know? You can see, though. You're a good dude. Someone's rat-tat-tatting over here, man. Okay, get in on that. Yee, stab shooting at me. I want to get over to that vector guy I heard. Go, 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 go.
Куда он зашкерился?
Just running over here. Are you just going to check? Come on, stamina. He ran over to check. Housekeeping. The door's open. Housekeeping. There more? Eee. The juicer. Not enough cover for me to do what I want to do, but... Sheesh! This guy's a higher level than me. Gaming here. Damn, I zeroed his armor. Yeah, this guy's a looter. A big time looter. Hidden in there? Kinda, not really. Not even insured, but I'll get more XP from picking up his. Not even Kappa. 64, crazy. You up off stream? Alright, buddy. Yeah, I understand, but I did that. I've been doing this my whole life. I'm 30, and I've been married almost 10 years. You know what I mean? So for me, it's just like it almost cost my marriage, and I'm not gonna go back to living like that. Either I do this full time or I don't really do it. Because it makes me hate my job when I work, and I'm not gonna work for garbage wages. I've got to make at least 100 plus grand a year, or I'm not gonna work a job. It's that simple. I know it sounds dumb, but I was making 100 plus grand a year when I was 17, and I'm not gonna stress over every nickel dime, because I know I can make 100 plus grand a year working. So it's like, okay, if I just have to find what place in the world and what trade is going to pay me that much and learn it and get to it, or it goes back to a place in the world where I know I can guarantee that I can make that income. I'm guaranteed to make that income in Seattle. It's just I don't want to live away from my family. I'm guaranteed to make that money if I start an owner-operator trucking business because I have my A-class CDL. But then I don't see my family. So the jobs that are going to make me the income I want to make are going to take so much time I don't see my family. And then what's the point of doing it, right? So that's what I was trying to do this while my wife was building her business, is because when I was making money, it was like, okay, well, we couldn't afford to pay the taxes for her to do her business. So it's like, okay, if she's going to work a business and I'm going to work a job, all my money is going to go to taxes, right? So it's like, okay, I either need to not work and run a business or run a business. Because when you do both, it screws you. Unless you only make 30, 40 grand a year on a job. I can't afford to support my family on that. I won't afford. I'm not going to live like that. You know what I mean? I already eat cup of noodles for 60% of my meals. You know what I mean? The only way that I can justify making less than 100 grand a year is if it's doing something I enjoy doing, like this. Then I can justify it because the time trade-off's worth it. You got to look at your life as a value, right? You're gonna trade your time for something, right? Whether it's a job, what you've got to establish what the bare minimum your time is worth. The bare minimum my time is worth is $45 an hour. That's the bare minimum my time is worth. Now, other people might get offended by that or bothered by that because they think their time's worth less or whatever. That's their prerogative. That's what I've decided. The bare minimum with the skills that I have in my life is worth bare minimum. That's entry level position is $45 an hour. I don't make that streaming. I make less than $1. I actually make negative money streaming. You know what I mean? So for me, the time trade-off doesn't work because I can't afford to do this, right? But for a job, I have to factor in my cost of my lifespan. My life has a value. How much time I have in my life, right? And so if I had to take time in my life to figure out and build trades and make myself worth what I wanted to make it to be worth that wage. You know what I mean? I know for sure, 100% without a shadow of my doubt, I could go to Seattle right now and make $64 an hour. Period. But then I'm away from my family. I know for sure that a doubt in my mind, I can make, 100 plus grand a year trucking. But the amount of money and the amount of time and effort that I have to spend doing that, I don't have this extra. Isn't worth the trade-off because I don't have enough time. I would have had to have done that 6 months ago and set that up 6 months ago to be doing that now to be able to have afforded to do that. You know what I mean? You shaved, yeah. Where's this scab at? Do I have evacuation zone? No. Dude, I'm on the wrong. Oh shit! I'm on the wrong side of the map. So I have to figure out what I'm going to do in Florida that's going to make me that kind of money. It doesn't exist. Not where I live. I'd have to live in Miami. The cost of living in Miami is so high that my wage value would really be like 30 bucks an hour, even if I'm making 45 bucks an hour. And then the amount of taxes you spend, it's like, okay, was it worth it to make that money an hour? Because now I have to spend that money back in taxes, right? Working a job, you get kind of stuck in a little void. It's kind of similar to when people are stuck on welfare. It's like, damned if I do, damned if I don't. If I go to work a job, I can't collect welfare. So I have to make enough money that is more than what welfare would pay me and still worth me trading my time and still worth paying the taxes on the income. And then also figuring out a way to get medical benefits and all that stuff that comes along with welfare. So people get trapped on welfare just like they do at a low-paying job. It's like, well, it's cheaper for me to stay home and do this XYZ and live on someone's couch than it is to get a job. That's why you have all these people that are like, why bother working? Because we got told we weren't essential anyway through COVID. So obviously my job's not that important to society that they want me to work because they told me I was non-essential. So you have all these millions of guys and women that are like, why would I go to work? I can make means working under the table or working a job here and there, Why would people go to work for that when they can get on their phone and make, the same wage? Right? That's why you got all these women doing OnlyFans. They're like, well, they can't make a job. Espresso isn't going to pay them, or working at Hooters isn't going to pay them what they can make exploiting their body. They're already exploiting their body. They may as well make a profit on it and not get the cut to everybody else. But if you were to give them a better way to make income, I guarantee they'd take it. The majority of them. There's some of them that would get sucked into what they're into because they feel like a sense of power from it, you know. Just like anybody at a CEO job, you know, there's a sense of power that they feel with their job, you know, and that's why a lot of CEOs don't like to retire. Is they like the authority that comes with their job. That's why you get people like Steve Jobs that are horrible, horrible people, but they're wildly successful. Because they know how to make money and they know what people want, you know? Ultimately, for me, I can make any company money that's already a functioning company. The biggest thing for me is I need a company that's going to be willing to pay me what I'm worth when I make them the money. And that's what I struggle with, is they want to take that money and invest it into something else or someone else in their company, not in the people that make them the money. Because in essence, if they give you money, why are you going to work for them, right? In their mind, they think if you make too much money, you won't continue to work for them. What they don't realize is if people are making good money and their job is a cash cow, they're not going to leave it. Not if they have any kind of sense of dignity. But it used to be, you know, back in my parents' day, you could work a job for 20 years and retire, you know. I've already worked 20 years of my life. I am nowhere near in a space where I could retire. So what's depressing for me is looking at the fact that I have to work another 25, well, let's see, I'm 30. Another 32 years to be able to retire at a normal job. That's just living within means and not living extravagant. That's living on minimum and getting by, you know what I mean? That's why the work life is depressing for people. Because they look at, oh, well, I have to go 62 to get Social Security, right? If you pay into Social Security and you have a legit job and you don't work under the table. So it's kind of, the world's kind of a rat race, you know, in that sense, and it's tough. If you're not an entrepreneur, you get left in the dust. And I feel like that's why a lot of people stream, is because they're like, oh, I can make it as an entrepreneur, I can make it as a content creator. But then you get these companies like TikTok who openly admitted indirectly that they manually select which videos go viral. They censor them. YouTube, Twitch, all the people, their algorithms are hot garbage. You know, because they're gonna do what makes money for them as a company, and what's gonna make money for them is what fits their political narrative, because that's what's gonna bring them the most tax revenue, right? Because those are the people that watch those streams. That's why you get people that are censored and canceled, because it doesn't meet their narrative, and someone else is making an income off of them, and they're not making a cut of it. They're gonna cancel them. Like Twitch, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, all those people in TikTok, they weren't making money off Andrew Tate, but they were to an extent, commercials and stuff. Andrew Tate was funneling his money into his own business and making money, so he got canceled, right? Donald Trump, those companies, once he stopped making TV shows and he wasn't being a cash cow for their industries and their narratives, they canceled him. You know what I mean? That's what they do. If you don't make money to fit the narrative of these major companies like BlackRock, these big parent companies, you don't money, they cancel you. If you have an opposing opinion that doesn't meet their narrative, they're definitely going to cancel you. You know what I mean? I'm on a tangent today, guys. I'm on a tangent. I'm going to shut down the YouTube live. 65 right now for Social Security. Jesus Christ. I'm not going to shut down the YouTube because I actually have New Marion Ranger on there. Oh, I was considered essential, then non-essential, then essential, then non-essential, then essential, then non-essential. Depended on what job I was working on. And this is Florida. You gotta remember, I was in Seattle, bro. They literally had people armbanding each other, blocking off the roadways so people couldn't go to work. Like, you know what I mean? When I was going to work, I'd have to worry about being lynched because of my political views. You know what I mean? I had people slashing, like, not slash my tires, but like slashing my friend's tires, peeing on my car, you know, fist. Hey, that'd be a help. Yeah, I want to end the YouTube because it's eating up more resources than I want to. Thanks, dude.